Ground up lawyer bekasa, but oye critical thinker obehu senka o ambekasa krankeye. I didn't na bekasa. First of all, lawyer dey confirm me say ampa na omo charge Kwesi Arthur $150,000 for image na Kwesi Arthur use ye no. Image baako a nipa ne use no. Mo charging $150,000 because mo claim say obe benefit from that image and also in the future obe benefit from that image. Meanwhile, wawa confirm say meanwhile 4-year period ni hina money no nante ye no. Total amount amotia no about £90,000. Inti no opesa okachire me say 4 years only nipa na nante. Wetia no almost, let's even convert it to USD 110,000 USD. I'm just taking their own words. So wetia no 110,000 USD. But onu use picture back. And I say picture no share picture na da. I say normal studio picture. I say which or their kind of current album who to tell a story. Oh, charging $150,000 for that picture. Meanwhile, a juma on the year, nyum 20 videos I'm shooting hinano. One kasa will say, mama no, £90,000, which is let's say about 110,000 US dollars. Wempo Emma Opia who say, then it means a ground up no. Munye sincere. Because mind you, even though the financial asset per the contract belongs to GroundUp, the proceeds from the asset doesn't belong to GroundUp alone. It's supposed to be shared. So after they've deducted the expenses, the rest is supposed to be shared 60-40. Inti nipa na you're entitled to 40 of a juma amaye hinano. Watam just one picture from a juma amaye ni hina. Nipa na tam just one picture no. Momo say onumbetia nipa na 40% in the share of a juma amaye hina. Watam one picture pe musi umbetia $150,000. Masa mundi no kakra respectfully based on data mo de ato abontin a ye ho analysis no. That is one. Two, remember Kwesi Arthur there, so because Kwesi Arthur so you be honest, so it doesn't add up. They are not being truthful. So the best place is the court. Like lawyer no, as I just said, no, that's the best place. Court and not court in decided. But the issue here is that GroundUp is registered in the UK. What I say, so I don't know how easy and convenient it will be for Kwesi Arthur to pursue that case in the UK. But it has to be decided by court. Meant to us two. Glenn any GroundUp. Omni Kwesi Arthur. Aye albums bear 6. Into lawyer never. I was expecting the lawyer to come and tell us say album we maybe first album yenya maybe let's say maybe 200,000 and 100,000. A cost here 500,000. Into no sika be 50,000. Na 50,000 no. Your mark Kwesi Arthur, let's say maybe 20,000. Na in fact 30,000. Second album maybe you make 100,000. Your boka 60,000. Eka 40,000. Na in fact 30,000. Na mark Kwesi Arthur $10,000. Third album maybe you make say your boka say you take candy free muno. You say na in fact say na mark Kwesi Arthur say. But I be catch you say only Kwesi Arthur ye juma over that period no one man £91,000. And look, I will improve it, but I'm just saying, granted, class and no still no my full picture. One my dear, Ako Kwesi Arthur over the period. How much a juma na mo ye no munya sen, a kase na mo boy, in a kase na muti free mu, in a car sen, in a record label never sen, in a mark Kwesi Arthur sen. The reason why we are concerned is say it's good, say GroundUp about public to defend, but who be defend there? Bring all the facts. Remember, I can't say one mark Kwesi Arthur £90,000 without even showing evidence. Say what their man. What to me show evidence of emails between GroundUp, Glenn, and Kwesi Arthur, but you couldn't show evidence or receipt of this payment. Masa you near bureau yen diagro. And you see, complain with no. It's not just from Kwesi Arthur. Almost all the artists are on my far GroundUp. They are complaining. 3. Musi Kwesi Arthur akwa 120,000 from the distributor for Son of Jacob album no into Mutia Pai into no onfasa sikani hina amra. Man ka say onti ni di o, but on fa sa sika ni hina mra. Meanwhile no, Kwesi Arthur free mu ho no. Ejuma mo ye no, ejuma mo ye up to 2021. As a mobile Son of Jacob album in 2022 no. Ejuma mo ye for 4 years ni hina. O free mu ho all this while no. I was expecting you people to say, okay, o free mu ho no. Ah, oni ho no. Sika say na apa in his absence. Inti no. Say na wakoje. Inti ye ti de wakoje ne free. Sika na aba no. Now the balance na aba. Since Kwesi Arthur ko sika aba no, mo anka ho asem. Mo anka ho asem. But the wakoje will be one na mo ka ho asem. There is some level of dishonesty here. Now, I ask myself, Muni Kwesi Arthur have 6 albums. So Live from Nkrumah Chrome EP, This Is Not a Tape, Sorry for the Wait, then Live from Nkrumah Chrome Volume 2, then This Is Not a Tape, Sorry for the Wait, Volume 2, before the 5th one is Son of Jacob. And if a distributor was willing to raise $120,000 and give to Kwesi Arthur ahead of time for Son of Jacob, to ask Grano, Son of Jacob, it was an album I see Kwesi Arthur and Yadio. And for the 5th album, no, man, let's say $120,000. Not just a more GroundUp, more about 4 albums. One person said those albums, no, to me so $100,000 from each. Remember, Scanner Kwesi Arthur, it's not forever. Distribution channel no, label no, or better sa till obenya $100,000. Onya $100,000 na any extra amount of paper on the Son of Jacob album no. It goes back to GroundUp. Inti mi friends say 5 albums, na Kwesi Arthur for 1. 4 belongs to you people. Maybe you use 2 to take care of all your costs. But like Bonnie were him for. Because Kwesi Arthur smart move no ye no. Because on them wo no kra no, ofili se muntu ya ne kai. Inti se Kwesi Arthur kwa also agi ne shares awako. And luckily for him, he was able to speak to a distributor to give him upfront payment for the Son of Jacob. And we are gonna moka and no people like us still have our doubt. How some record label mode and you bet to her. Now if an artist see he's no longer with you people, distribution label no will not contact more record label no with an amount of $150,000. I'm an artist in the street, so and no some of us in your doubt. But even granted, 5 albums, the emphasis Kwesi Arthur 1, more 4, even 5 we cry still a mudia just say on betty affront no na ababo ho nkoko apai musi on fa sa scanning hinamra musi on fa $84,000 wo mumro sede. Meanwhile, I didn't talk about extra income other 4 albums na maye no enya in the absence of Kwesi Arthur till now man kind no wasem nti no story ne ya nya kakra. Also we share based on the research amaye online, we share the number of streams for all the albums amaye na Son of Jacob albums ne about 150 million streams. The question I maybe say could it be say distributor no or Mark Kwesi Arthur scan no mani pushi nyum ne hihye baby e was pushi ana te ba ne say na Son of Jacob no aye numbers check all more albums in. Could it be said there is something that GroundUp is also not doing, or going forward it's advisable say GroundUp so I bet you some advance payment for some of the tracks, you know. It's not say oh you are selling everything, the masters and royalty, advance payment. So they be pushy distributor no to push your songs at the right place. I don't know. It's something that you guys should also watch because we'll check it online. If the data I'm seeing online is true, it looks like the Son of Jacob album a lot streams, you know. Glenn, money GroundUp, moon check it out. And you guys have a lot to do in terms of rebranding because most of the artists are Monsa, all of them are saying a lot of things, and even the producers, almost making beats and all that, they are all complaining. Into expenses na mutiano. Why na mo demand? If some of the music producers are now almost making beats, almost complaining say more music. So please, remember Kwesi Arthur so. The time see Kwesi Arthur so and cannot cry in any way. We share the first post on X now. I say he never received a dime from all the projects on the ground up here. It cannot be true because our first contract was 4-year contract from 2017 to 2021. It is a way Ban saying that in 2021 or go ahead to sign a contract. I know distribution here 50-50 for the son of Jacob album. Let it make sense to me. Oh, what sign for 4 years contract? The distribution is supposed to be 60 for the record label, 40 for you yourself. After they have deducted the expenses. Kwesi also didn't receive a dime, but you went ahead to sign another contract which is supposed to be 50-50 for you guys to do the Son of Jacob album in 2022. Let it make sense to me. The second issue, Mr. Kwesi is not being sincere in the same. Kwesi, we say Glenn, threatening life and all that. Come on. Threatening life, the best place to go is the police station. Yes, of course, it's good to tell the public, but have you also made an official report? Because or threatening, not to say it's either through text messages or calls. So do you have evidence? Why record the screenshots B and RBB? To me, I think the two of them are not being sincere, but I think because record label no GroundUp upper hand like on no kind of fan hono. I think on no mum na like situation no like a upper hand like on no no can insist so more. Intermediate, I think they should take it to court because in some way see a way see A way see B way see me say intimoko court no be akobo nim crew. But I say na court na say bring your evidence. How much did you make in total? How much did it cost you? Okay, mere deduction. How much was left? How much were you supposed to give to Kwesi? How much did you give to Kwesi? How much has it gone to take from the distribution label? Okay, yeah, calculation. I will say Kwesi Emma GroundUp maybe this amount, and now I will say GroundUp Emma Kwesi this amount. Now 7 finance 7. Then they can also discuss the security threats and all that. But for now, I think Kwesi should be able to release his album. And that particular picture, no, if me, Kwesi may use that picture different because as of now, all this conversation has pushed the Redemption Valley album for you. I go by the name Justice General. Let me know what you think. This analysis is based on what we know now after the lawyers of GroundUp Ebeka side. The more evidence come up, you'll be better now actually in a professional way. I'm out. Let me know what you think. Bye-bye.